We're going to go into the RPG controller, inventory stuff. This is very bizarre. I've never had it act like this before. Okay. Oh man, that sucks, Exy. I actually don't do ranked in League. I love League of Legends. It's one of my favorite games to play, but the ranked community is so toxic that I won't do it. I play nothing but ARAMs. Granted, I own literally every champion except Kindred right now. Uh, but yeah, I don't play ARAMs or anything but ARAMs right now simply because the community is a bit too toxic for me, and with the amount of stress I'm under, doing work and then I've got this, I've got other stuff going on. I can't deal with ranked. Okay, don't restore. Let's see, main menu UI. Yeah, okay, so Rudy, if you are able to look at this tomorrow, which will be 11/5, um, this inventory stuff thing, like I said, it seems to be deleting itself from this scale box. And I've checked, as you can see, I don't see an anchor anywhere else or any information that would lead me to believe that it was located elsewhere. It also loses all. Actually, yeah, that's weird. Okay, so it loses its position X, position Y, size X, size Y, alignment, pretty much the entire slot thing, and replaces it with just the scale box slot, which I don't think it did that previously. Time to test. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna test a theory here, because this may be a bug. Okay, that's still the same. But now, where did that... Oh, that's... Okay. Well, the scale to fill should be... Hmm. Hmm. Alright, have fun at university tomorrow, sir. Study well. It is actually, despite what other individuals may say, I believe that school is one of the most important things on the face of the planet. Uh, if it were not for my schooling, I would not be where I am today. So, get through that university, man. Good luck. Have fun. Good night. I wish I knew what was going on here. Oh yeah, Nightmare. There's no question. There are definitely some schools that are simply out to scam you. Westwood College, but there are definitely schools that are not. And like I personally, I went to Full Sail University for those of you who did not know, and I have absolutely nothing but good things to say about Full Sail. I know some people have said some negatives, and everyone has a right to their own opinion. But me personally, I felt like I would not be where I am today without the education that I got there. And I know a number of Full Sail grads who are AAA devs in the industry, several of whom graduated really close to around the same time I did. I know a lot of indie devs in the industry that graduated with me. So it is like if you go to the right schools and you really dedicate yourself to this, it can take you places, but you have to be willing to do it. Yeah, let me move that back down there. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I'm not sure what to do about this. Because, like, I mean, other than continuously redoing the inventory every time I open it, unless it's already been fixed in 410. Which, once 410 Live comes out, I will be upgrading this to 410 because I'm most likely not going to be finished with this marketplace stuff before 410. Um, so if it's been fixed with 410, that I don't need to worry about it, and I can just move on to other things until I upgrade to 410. Well, shit. That puts me in a bind. Oh, absolutely nightmare. Everything you can learn in in a university, you can learn on your own. For me, I'm a bit thick-headed when it comes to a lot of things and very stubborn. So for me, the more structured education worked. For others, it would not. Yeah, that's just a fact of life, unfortunately. And some people prefer the school of hard knocks, and some people prefer formal education. Especially in this industry, both work. Let me guess, Sterlingy, sequencer. Bet you I'm right. Bet you. Oh man, I don't know what to do. That was like I didn't plan very far ahead for this one, and everything that I had planned on doing was tied into the inventory. Oh, what are you bitching about now? Yeah, you're throwing a fit again. Alright, well. So, part of what I was going to do, I'm not going to be able to do right now. Simply because if we crash again, then it's just going to fuck everything up and I'm going to have to redo it all over again. Oh, absolutely, Sterling. Like I said earlier, I'm one of those people. If I don't know the answer, I probably know someone who knows more about the subject matter than I do. So even if I can't directly help you, I will do my best to help you in any way I can. This will be inventory. And 0.2501. Oh, sleep is nice, huh? Yeah, that's good though. I'm glad you got the answers you were looking for. Because unfortunately, when I read your question, my brain melted, and I was like, I don't know. I knew those were words, and that they were definitely in sentences. I could recognize that, but outside of that, I had no idea what you're talking about. I'll be honest. Which is a failing of mine, not of what you said. You obviously said it clearly enough that Eric could understand, and you know, Eric is absolutely a freaking genius when it comes to anything rendering related. He got his master's in lighting and like did theater on Broadway and stuff, or off Broadway, something like that. So if anybody is the one to talk to, it is absolutely Eric. Okay, well, I guess while we're sitting here not working on the thing I wanted to work on, still the render transform fails. Yeah, the again, those are words, and I recognize render and transform, and something about failing to render. But unfortunately, rendering is not my strong suit, and I have no idea. Uh, you'd have to show me an example of what you mean, or if it's something in here that I'm completely missing because I'm really tired. Please let me know. Excuse me for that, because my brain is pretty much melted at this point. I'm actually probably going to call it a night here soon, because I'm losing focus. That whole inventory thing threw me off of my game, and I'm not really sure what to work on. So okay, we'll do this. Does anyone have any questions? Anything they want to ask, or is there anything I can help with? If not, then I'm probably gonna call it a night, because I'm like I've completely been thrown off my game here. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm seriously just like staring at the screen. No one seems to come up with an. Want to have an object move on a random noise spline. The clearest way I can describe this like this: in Max, you can create a noise controller, dial in a few parameters, and then create a random wave. You can attach an object's axis to the controller, and it moves accordingly. Oh, okay, okay, I see what you're saying, Nightmare. Okay, yeah, sorry, that's my brain completely went like way, way, way beyond what you meant. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Sterling's question here. Um, no one seems. I want to have an object move on a random noise spline. The clearest way I can describe it is like this: in Max, you can create a noise controller, dial in a few parameters, and that creates a random wave. You attach an object's axis to the controller, and it moves accordingly. Well, I suppose what you could do. I don't know if we have it available yet. I know there is at very least a feature request in for dynamically updating spline points. So if you were to create a spline through blueprints, then let's say you wanted um, a specific sine wave, like you said, sine wave that went on a random XY value, and by doing so, you could randomize the pattern. What you could do is do a for each loop for each spline point, run a random int in range, and set that range to varying degrees, 0 to 1000 or whatever, for example. Or you could set that to two integer variables that are editable, and therefore you can actually edit it. Um, hmm. So, so you could edit them on the fly. Um, then when you hit play, it would run this for each loop and set each spline point to one of those random integers. Um, and you basically feed that integer into the vector xy coordinates, or xyz coordinates based on what you're looking for. The problem I foresee with that is whether or not that would actually work at runtime. Oh, this is just off the top of my head. I could probably think of something more efficient given time, but off the top of my head, this is like first thing that popped in. Um, yeah, and then you just do a set actor location, or set